What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jaron Fit and my new Illuminati peeps. Man, before I get into the actual subject of the video, let me just tell y'all a little bit about what Illuminati means, because everybody's asking me and everything. So let me clear it up and everything, so let y'all know that is my personal brand. You know what I'm saying? My little, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start having merchandise and stuff like that, and you know, I'm building a following, so I felt like, you know, we need to put a name or a label on, you know, my following, you know what I mean? So that's what I came up with. And what that means is, what Illuminati means is, I'm sure y'all know what the Illuminati means, so it don't have nothing to do with that. But let me explain it. What Illuminati means is, when you look so damn good, people just can't believe you natural, but you natural. So you Illuminati. That's all it means, you know what I'm saying? Nothing more than that. But let me get to the topic of this video, man. The Logan Paul versus KSI fight. Now let me be honest with you guys, man. I'm a little embarrassed to say this. Like, I didn't know who Logan Paul really, or KSI really was up until a few weeks ago. And you're probably, what the fuck? Like, I don't really watch YouTube like that. I mean, that might be bad to say, but let me just break it down. There's nothing crazy, but y'all gotta think, man, I do YouTube, so I have to be careful watching other fitness YouTubers because I don't want to copy them by accident. You know what I'm saying? They might do something dope in their video. You be like, oh man, that's dope. And next thing you know, you do it in your video and you stole from them. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I don't watch a lot of other people. So I actually stumbled upon Logan Paul because I typically watch like boxing, stuff about boxing, fighthype.com. Or I watch stuff about Marvel, Game of Thrones, stuff like that. So I watch YouTube channels like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a nerd. So I actually stumbled upon this. So what I saw was these cats had some beef or whatever, right? So you know me, I'm all about the smoke. So if it's some beef and somebody gonna fight, I'm watching it. I don't care. I watch two old people fight in a parking lot. I love a good fight, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, you know? So I started doing the research, man, and you know, watching the videos and whatnot, man. And I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't know much about this Logan Paul dude, but this motherfucker's hilarious, man. This guy's hilarious, man. And I also found out he's from Ohio, so that's automatically an instant win because I'm from Ohio. Now, so if y'all don't know about, like I said, if y'all don't know about these two guys, they've been going back and forth, back and forth. So they agreed to do a boxing match, right? And like I said, man, I didn't know much about these dudes, so I started watching the build up and all this, man. Like, this wasn't no normal, like, hey, I'll meet you up in your gym, man. They had Michael Buffer as the announcer, bro. Like, that shit was lit, man. I gotta admit, I was impressed, man. Made me think about some things, you know, as far as my channel and whatnot. So, like I said, as far as like footage of the fight, I don't know, like, I'm not real good with the YouTube rules and regulations, so I'm not gonna put any footage of the fight up. So it's all over the internet. If you need to find it, you can look it up. But like I said, I'm gonna give my critique on the fight, you know what I mean? And kind of what I think, you know, what could have been done or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was actually pretty entertaining, man, to be honest. So before the fight, like I said, the fight was this Saturday, I think, on the 24th. So before the fight, like I said, I started watching videos of each person and whatnot. So, cause I wanted to see, I don't know who was gonna win, you know what I mean? Cause the KSI dude, he already did a boxing match before. He fought some guy, you know, and the Logan Paul, I don't think he ever actually did like a boxing match. But when I started doing the research, I found out old boy wrestled, and he's from Ohio. So anybody who wrestles, man, you better be careful. Like, they can fight, you know what I'm saying? And they're from Ohio, they especially fight, you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. So if y'all have not been up on this stuff, go watch these videos, man. This shit is hilarious, bro. Like, so I'm watching it, right? Like, even their brothers got into it, man. It was like, and their brothers fought on the undercard, right? And I'm not trying to talk no shit, but I knew KSI brother was gonna get knocked out, you know what I mean? I knew that was gonna happen because old boy's Logan Paul's brother pulled up on him in the park, like, cause I guess KSI's brother called him a pussy. Like on camera, like I'm like, yeah, you a pussy, motherfucker, and like he like, what? Like, so he found out he was up in, you know, he found out he was in America, you know what I mean? So he pulled up on. Deal or no deal? Deal or no deal? Deal or no deal? On him with the boxing gloves, like, yo, you know, you call me a pussy, what's up? Let's box. And the cat was like, nah, man, fight my brother. I was like, oh yeah, bro, you don't want no smoke. And so he kind of, you know, he basically humiliated him. pretty much. So I knew when they met up, I knew what was gonna happen, you know what I mean? But the KSI and Logan Paul fight, you know, in the beginning I didn't kind of have a good idea, so I started watching some footage and tape on it, right? And I'll be real, like they was confronting each other, and the way old boy Logan was confronting this dude, man, I was like, yo, man, I think he, you know, I think he had the upper hand mentally, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, he had the upper hand in the fight, leading into the fight. Because old boy KSI was at the Mayweather gym, you know, because they couldn't agree on the fight, you know what I mean? They couldn't agree to get the fight, you know what I mean? So old boy jumped on the plane, pulled up to his gym, looked him in his eye, was like, man, what's up? Let's fight 50-50, let's do it. Like, and I was like, oh, that's, you know what I mean, that's some Ohio stuff right there, man. You know what I mean? Ohio people will pull up to your mama house, you know what I'm saying, and like, what's up? Where everybody stay, you know what I'm saying? So he pulled up on him, and then they agreed to fight, whatever. And these cats did like a real live hype press conference, man. This shit was like lit, man. It was like nothing amateur about it. It was like that build-up was like a Mayweather fight, you know what I mean? These cats, it was impressive, man. These cats a big ass turnout. But so to the fight, you know what I mean? So y'all know I do a little boxing, you know what I'm saying? This is my little personal critique of the fight. I kind of got the fight, you know, memorized, whatever, you know what I'm saying, in my mind. So, because like I said, I don't know the rules and regulations of posting footage of, you know, stuff that's out there already. So I don't want to get a copyright strike or nothing. So I'm going to just tell you, like I said, if you want to find the fight, you can go look for it. Just type in YouTube, search what I just said. So what I noticed, all right, first round, they came out, you know, I noticed the size difference, man. Logan was a lot bigger than this dude, you know what I mean? And that size don't always mean everything, but you know what I mean? It can, you know what I mean? So I noticed he was bigger. And another thing I hate about the amateurs or whatever with the headgear, man, I hate it because it doesn't, it takes away from the person who's the puncher for real, because you can't get that one punch, bam, like without the headgear, you know what I mean? And I feel like some of the shots they got that was thrown early, I think he probably would have got KSI out of there without no headgear, you know what I'm saying? Just my personal opinion. And from a coaching technique standpoint, if I was him, I would have, Logan, I would have studied Carl Froch. If y'all know who Carl Froch is, man, he's a UK fighter from UK. And because they have a similar build, and he was kind of trying to be, you know, similar with that style. And I think if he would have studied him a little bit and emulated his style more, he would have won the fight, because they end up fighting to a draw. So if y'all know who Carl Froch is, like I said, he's a UK fighter, and you know, he's a come straight ahead type fighter. But he has a little bit of slickness to him, you know. He kind of, you know, he rolls the shoulder, you know what I mean. He protects his shoulder, you know, chin with the shoulder. There's a little bit of shoulder roll technique, not as much as Mayweather per se. You know, he has his lead hand down, you know, but he turns the shoulder. And so I think if Logan would have studied that more and went to the body in the first round or two, that would have paid off in the later rounds, because as they got tired, because they both got tired. And you know, the fatigue sets in, all kind of stuff happens when you're tired, you get hit. You know, it may look like you get hit harder than you did because you're tired. You may get hit and you're like, oh, you're all over the place because you don't have that composure because you're fatigued. So I would have definitely had him go to the body much more, you know what I mean, and put the pressure on him. I wouldn't have stepped back. I would have really imposed my size and just walked him down with the jab and just pounded to the body. And probably could have stopped him, man, if he went to the body, man. Because like I said, once you get tired late and you got banged to the body, man, you're pretty much out of there. So it was an interesting fight, man. Honestly, it was actually very entertaining. And as far as the what KSI, you know, he could have been, I would say, more accurate and more technical with his punches. And the same thing, going to the body more, in and out. Should have got in and out a little more, and more head movement, because he was there for the counter shots. Like, he would throw his shots, and then basically Logan would throw like a right hand, straight right, and he would hit him, you know. So after, you know, so that lets you know, if you throw your combo, pop, 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 and you stay there for the return fire, man, you get cracked, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, you know. And depending on how hard that punch was, you know, you can throw 3 shots and then get 1. They can say his 1 was as good as your 3, and hence why they fought to a draw. So they both could have definitely used some more movement. KSI definitely could have, you know, a little more head movement because he was getting hit, you know, with lead shots. And he could have. I'm looking off because I'm trying to remember the fight too, because I, you know, in my mind, because like I said, I don't want to be getting no strikes. And he definitely could have went to the body, and that pays off in a later round. So when you get tired, man, that's how you can actually really stop a person. Because sometimes you're not gonna get him out of there in the first 2 rounds, but like I said, if you go to the body and dig or whatever, you know, you can it pays dividends. But honestly, it was very entertaining, man. And honestly, I started looking at both of their channels, and they're both very entertaining guys, funny guys. And honestly, man, even though I'm a fitness person, man, it was very, you know, I'm not gonna copy anybody, but you always pick and take ideas from great people. And it's not a bad idea to take ideas from somebody who has 18 million followers on YouTube, you know what I mean, who's making movies and doing stuff like that, especially if you want to make moves like that as well, like I do, because yes, I love being in fitness, but I don't want to be stuck in fitness, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to do fitness on some level, but I want to be in a movie too, man. Black Panther 2 coming out, you know what I'm saying? Holla at me, man. I could be the king of Wakanda, you know what I'm saying? I could be the king of Wakanda, something, you know, okay, maybe not the king of Wakanda, I could hold a spear or something and just, you know, something, I can say something, give me a cool line, you know, but hey, that's not, but like I said, those are my thoughts on the fight. It was very entertaining. And so actually, man, I'm gonna definitely start looking at more stuff like that, you know, for inspiration, you know, because guys are funny, man. I can't even front, man. Dudes are funny. And so hopefully what I'm hoping is that'll help me bring more of my funny personality out to you guys too, because I like to tell jokes and stuff like that, and I want to do stand-up comedy too. All right, so thank y'all for subscribing, man. My Illuminati peeps, man, thank y'all for support. Don't forget to get your total body programs at JaronFitCoaching.com. I'll put the link in the description. Thank y'all for your support, and don't forget to tag me in your progress pictures and things like that, and I'll feature you guys on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. Follow me at JaronFit. Peace out.